Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel describes artificial intelligence as a key emerging technology driving social and economic development in Africa. Egypt's foreign ministry reaffirms commitment to safeguarding national security and defending the country's interests in peace and conflicts. And French President Emmanuel Macron to visit Egypt on April 7th and 8th for talks on Gaza's reconstruction plan. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Q News, bringing you the latest updates from Egypt. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel has described artificial intelligence as one of the most significant emerging technologies of recent years, underscoring its importance in driving social and economic development across Africa. Speaking virtually at the African Peace and Council's ministerial meeting, Abdel emphasized that AI offers valuable tools to address key challenges facing the continent, including conflict resolution, humanitarian aid, mediation efforts, and improved governance. Egypt's foreign ministry has reaffirmed the unwavering commitment of Egypt diplomacy to safeguarding national security and defending the country's high interests in both peace and conflict. In a statement marking the 36th anniversary of the determination during the 14th on March 19 and 1989, Egypt raised its flag over Taba, a moment described as a milestone in the country's diplomatic legacy. French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that he will visit Egypt on April 7th and 8th, with talk of the air plan for the reconstruction of Gaza. Speaking at the conclusion of a European summit, Macron confirmed the upcoming state visit, during which a dedicated session will be held to address the Gaza reconstruction efforts and regional developments. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdel a message from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to Tanzanian President focused on strengthening cooperation and consultation between the two countries across multiple sectors. The growing interest of Egyptian investors in the Tanzanian market and emphasized the need to expand trade ties. He also underscored the importance of increasing and involving Egyptian companies in major national development projects in Tanzania. At the conclusion of his visit to Tanzania, Foreign Minister Badr Abdel met with members of the Egyptian community residing in Tanzania as part of the periodic meetings he holds during his international tours. Minister Abdel expressed his aspiration to enhance the positive and active role of the Egyptian community in Tanzania and to strengthen ties between Egypt and Tanzania at both the official and grassroots levels. He also emphasized the importance of the Egyptian community in Tanzania in Egypt. Ambassador to Hungary Ahmed Fadi met with Hungary's Deputy Prime Minister between the two countries across various fields. The meeting also included an exchange of views on key regional and international issues. Both sides reviewed developments in the Middle East and Europe Authorities have urged citizens to participate by turning off lights and unnecessary electrical appliances from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. in an effort to raise awareness about the dangers of excessive energy consumption and its impact on the planet. The initiative, promoted through social media, aims to highlight the importance of collective action in combating climate change. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has reaffirmed the government's commitment to localizing Egypt's pharmaceutical industry, highlighting efforts to attract investment and expand production in the strategic sector. The Prime Minister for Human Development and Minister of Health and Population, Khalid Abdel Ghaffar, it was revealed that Egypt's pharmaceutical and medical product exports reached $1.5 billion in the 2024-2025 fiscal year, with a goal to double that figure to $3 billion by 2030. The minister also noted that local pharmaceutical production currently covers 93% of domestic demand, with plans to raise that to 95% by the end of the decade. Mr. Bouli has chaired a meeting to review the finance and implementation status of higher education managed by the Armed Forces Engineering Authority. Officials also provided updates on the National Cancer Institute project in Sheikh Zayed, known as Hospital 500-500, detailing progress in its first and second phases and measures being taken to ensure its timely completion. The projects under review include the establishment of private and technological universities, research centers, and institutes, as well as infrastructure upgrades at several existing universities. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has reaffirmed the government's commitment to advancing seawater desalination efforts, emphasizing collaboration on large-scale projects. Madbouli stressed the importance of supporting firms that are committed to localizing water desalination technologies in Egypt. Minister of Housing Sharif al-Shirbini announced that the first phase of the national plan will begin in 2025 and run through 2030, including 23 projects with a combined production capacity of 2.655 million cubic meters of water per day. Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy Mahmoud Asmat has confirmed that there are no plans to raise electricity prices in June, despite rising fuel costs and higher maintenance expenses. The minister dismissed recent rumors of price hikes as baseless, assuring that the current electricity pricing bands will remain unchanged. Minister of Education and Technical Education, Mohamed Abdel Latif, has met with the French ambassador in Cairo to explore ways to strengthen educational and cultural cooperation between Egypt and France. The talks focused on plans to establish new French schools in Egypt, with the goal of creating 100 Egyptian French schools by 2030. The initiative will involve expanding partnerships between French educational institutions and the Egyptian government, as well as supporting the private sector in launching schools that adopt the French curriculum. Minister of Communications and Information Technology, Amr Talat, has announced that Egypt and Africa for average fixed internet speed. He added that Egypt also holds the second position in Africa globally for offering some of the world's affordable reached 84.5 megabytes per second. Despite 70% of service delivery costs being tied to US dollar price components, Talat reaffirmed the government's commitment to keeping internet prices affordable while continuing to improve service quality. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here's what I've been covering. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Ati describes artificial intelligence as a key emerging technology driving social and economic developments in Africa. Egypt's foreign ministry reaffirms commitment to safeguarding national security and defending the country's interests in peace and conflict. And French President Emmanuel Macron to visit Egypt on April 7th and 8th for talks on Gaza's reconstruction plan. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Q News for the latest developments, and thank you so much for watching.